Okay, flipping over to the back, we're going to replace each of these dots, okay, with a number. Okay, so let's start with going from 5 to 35. So we're going to ask 5 times what gives us 35? Okay, we're always going to point towards our circle or our number that we don't know. Okay, you know that 5 times 7 gives us 35. Okay, so what we do at the bottom, we have to do at the top. So 1 times 7 gives us 7. So we have 7 over 35. For number 2, and we did these in class, so hopefully this will be a review for most of you. Okay, we point our arrow towards our circle. So we say 5 times what gives us 15? We know 5 times 3 gives us 15. So 2 times 3 gives us 6. Okay, the next one, we start by pointing our arrow towards our circle. That's a terrible arrow. So 6 times what gives us 24? Okay, we know that 6 times 4 is 24. If you're doing this in the calculator, you type in 24. Okay, and then you type in the divided by symbol. 6. And that will equal 4. Just if you're doing it in the calculator, that's the easier way to type it out. So 1 times 4 is, of course, 4. Okay, looking at number 4. Okay, we're going to point our arrow. Okay, 10 divided by what gives us 2? Again, you can type this in the calculator. 10 divided by 2, it's going to be 5. So 15 divided by 5 is going to be 3. Number 15, point our arrow. Point our arrow. 28 divided by 7 is 4. Again, you can type this in the calculator. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Last one here on the top. Okay, we draw arrows. Okay, so 27 divided by what gives us 1? So that would be divided by 27. This one's kind of a confusing one. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay, this one we're going to write in simplest form. Remember, simplest form, if we look at our definition up here at the top, simplest form is the smallest number, prime number. Remember, our prime number means numbers that are only divisible by 1 in themselves. So we listed it in class earlier that prime numbers are numbers like 1, 5, 3, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. We could keep going, okay, but these are numbers, they're all odd numbers, okay, but they're not every odd number, they're just all odd numbers, okay, but they can only be divisible by 1 in themselves. So 7 you can't cut in half, 11 you can't cut in half, and so on. 19 you can't cut in half. Okay, so looking down here, okay, we have 1/2. 1/2. Can we go any smaller than 1/2? Okay, we can't divide 1 by anything, and we can't divide 2 by anything, okay, except for 1 and 2. So 1/2 is already in simplest form. Okay, number 8, 8/10. This is where we're going to use our fact families a lot. We're going to have 8, we're going to have 10. Okay, we know that 1 and 8 and 1 and 10. Then we also know 2 and 4. And 2 times 5 gives us 10. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, again, cross off our top numbers, and our common factor is 2. So we're going to divide 8 by 2 and divide 10 by 2. That gives us 4/5. Okay, so on 7/8, again, 8 is not a prime number, but 7 is. So we can't divide 7 by anything that goes into 8. So 7/8 is already in simplest form. Okay, number 10. Let's go and do our factors of 6 and our factors of 15. Okay, so for 6 we have 1 and 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. 15 we have 1 and 15, and 3 times 5. Okay, again, cross out our top ones. Our common factor is 3. Okay, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 2/5. Okay, looking at number 11. Again, we do the factors. So we have 1 and 14, 2 and 7. Okay, and then we have 35. We have 1 and 35. We have 5 times 7. Okay, so our common factor here is 7. Again, please remember to use your multiplication charts. Find the number 35 on there and see which two numbers pair up with it. Okay, so 14 divided by 7 equals 2. 35 divided by 7 equals 5. So we have 2/5. 10/25. Okay, again, we're going to write 10 and 25. 1 and 10, 2 times 5, and 5 times 5 equals 25. Again, remember to use your facts. Use those multiplication facts. Our common number here is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, 3 more. Okay, 27 and 81. This one's a big number. Okay, use those facts. 1 and 27. And then we have 3 times 9 equals 27. 1 times 81, and then 9 times 9 is 81. So our common factor is 9. So what we do to the top, which is divide by 9, we do to the bottom. What we do to the top, we do to the bottom. Please, please, please remember that. 27 divided by 9 is 3, and 81 divided by 9 is 9. But now look at this one. This one's a little bit trickier, okay? 3 is a factor of 9. So we can actually cut this down once more, okay? We have 3, we have 1 and 3. And then we have 9, which is 3 and 3. Okay, again, we have our common factors. Okay, so we're going to divide this one again by 3 and divide the bottom by 3, giving us 1/3. Okay, that one's a tricky one, multi-step. Okay, 15 over 19. Okay, well, let's look. Do our factors of 15, 1 and 15, 3 and 5. Now let's look at the number 19. 1 and 19. Well, that's it, okay? Our common factors are 1, which means that this is already in simplest form. Okay, last one. 5 divided by 35, or 5 over 35. Our factors of 5 are 1 and 5. And our factors of 35 are 1 and 35, and 7 times 5. Common factor here is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 35 divided by 7, or divided by 5, sorry, I did that backwards, is 7.